for Mamunina Joe at the Tradium Passes and Nesso Wade Adom Ye Wuquadanie no more China Bono Eti Benny Suzme dear Bre and Aswan Boko and Nebusia Boko near Bebma or Minor Cosso and Nunia Debro Nemum Boko Swasama was a battle set Yebia Yadia Samno Bebre Eti and then you raise our fidya da Hase and our fidya da Bawa radio ye wo UK Fire One Radio USA. Make I was say and next so yes, dra. Now yes, ye dra so the never say ya sum or mine. Eti na baby ya di ya ni hwe. Baby ya di ya ni hwe be na watwe mienu na watwe miensa. Say ye beka ye ho aka ye tiefo a. Ya de mpanimfo National Identification Authority mpanimfo na ye de wo baaye. Adwuma wo ye mpempenso a waduro. Ene kwanya ye betumi afa so. Na say yes ye national identification card no ye wia ne chese ye bekita ne say ye kita card ne ye de namua ana se be ye biribi ye atwamu de ni asem weda bia meka se se omanfo ebi twetwen wo na se ye ka se wonko no wonko registration na amanfo twetwen wo mo twetwen wo ho ane wawuntia ebiribi nkrata ni edikan yaye mampani dada adwene jekum kofo abreso wo benfo join vansata mercy etina so obi yeso nansu weino national identification card weino bo hye mpanimfo hye eniema ye de beye ene oman Ghana sane ne wukọ wiase baabia toda na wukọ airport no wo de wutu kwan na wonamo na kodu wiem hye gina bia What where trace and obi mebo betting country so mo flight in the true ye entwere ye no obehwe na gusoro saa nti se won kan wo ye obi a wo wa ye ohun se BBC wo mpa bibi no wahwe wo mpa bibi no watia what was na flight na tu agya eniema esesa eniema edane na mampani abedi ache Dr. Muhammadu Baumia ene MPP abayi bo hye ya mpanimfo hye ye se oman no say ye sika semo oman no say ye adisuamu say ya pomudin mu ye betumi na mabefo kwaso abefo nkontabuo mu abefo nhihye yahoduo eno brofo mode ebaye brofu na ne wobi se de digitization amanfo se digitization ene se den digitization eti digitization no awo ka ye peso wi otachirema na ye wie da bia mekasa brofu wo mu kukuru bi se ya ne de aba na mmom abusua nwumre yi se ye ni abra emfaso a ye benya ebo san hihye yi so se ene ye kọ abefo kwaso na no na mibisa mampani abedi ache ne boafo sonko se eniema no ampanimfo ka se wo ye se ye hyase free omayi esomhye gina bie se ehonomo ye se paperless system ye pese ye adwuma ye free woni akonsa simulans commission ye se haso ye pese ensase ho mansotwen no se wo bi beka se krata no me ma fama sesa no da bi yemfa ngu mfidie so na niema ntumi nkwani mu ehun hyehyeye no ampanimfo se waye no woye ye ne kosi san ehun kontabuo ena ndure ya mampania bedi akire enye Ashasi University okodu ho no mo no enkontabuo no wode bi atuya ne ye beko yanimu ewo ho na adie baako ye megidi se Ghana fo ewa me no ne se wote bia ebia sese wo bia to wo se ebetumi aye adwuma ne se yese Ghana card no se niema nyina tumi wie peya ene wo ye Ghana ni na se wo fra me no ne ba Ghana fo bebrebe a wo mutumi fra yan na me pesa me ba Ghana na chese me kwa akwaje me nkrata makọ ho no mo ye de ma hye next year ye de ma hye next 2 years yes sesei se niema nyina koyi a sa kadi se wukita bi na wo ye Ghana ni na wo ba wo mayimu a wo hia se me ko ena wo se me kwaje nkrata ansa na maba na wo twa wo ho enti sa hyehyeye no etoda ne be ka brofo ni gu ho se ni de tudwa na ne aka ne nkyiremu ni aka ye nkyiremu se ye kase ne woni a wotoni nuro woni a wofrafra nuro ewo mayimu wo be ye hyehyeye ya abefo kwa so se wo kọ hospital ni ase ya prescribe aduro bi ama wo na wutumi tena wo dem he na apesa wo to aduro no na wankasa wonna mabefo kwan yi so no watumi aya abusu amuka ni se ya na ye bebre evisa wuti anwe ya beka so na maame so be den watumi aye bi enti wo kawie na ato nkyiremu eti anwumre yi enkyemu no a na egu so egie ye be koma mpania be di akire na tena ye na ye ni secretary ya wo Ghana mampania be de akire Dr. Muhammadu Baumia na tena ye atwetwe nkomo ensam no de enra yeti bebre yeti bebre enhyemu no one medical kan wo se yeti ensam na se enwo se ba ko mienu ne ensantwefo ye fa ye na kyese ya bebom ye wie a no wate ba ko na de atukodwodwomo ye se Ghana fo fra me no ne ba ensam na nkasa bi wom ensem na nkasa ebi wo mu a anwumre ye de eba na ye hu mfaso so a sa hyehyɛ ye nyina ye emfaso a ebefiri mu emwo de bre Ghana fo anu yi ahyase eba se wutie ne mpanimfo bi ahyase kom so da bi nye ne yehia ne Ghana fo ho kyere won enye ne yehia ne wei ya de a ye benya so mfaso a eye breben abusua me ma me kasa nwa sane medical edi atudwa se mampania be de akire na kache na enei ye kona yatumi ehu eniema mpanimfo de agu akwan mu no ne secretary Augustine Blay e wo fi ha sei ene mame nkona me Mr Blay enhyase eja kwaba o
enua
boko de
ya mi adom boko
sane wesi adom sane wesi age so ne ye papa ye enua na chese wote papa ye enua de na chese enye kakra se wonye omo a oka se majo a onso se majo wetima age so ye enua nti na chese eye adomfo no ede acheyen odomfo no ede acheyen enra so na enyagro organization amode ehyehyɛ so brekusu na chese empanimfo esi adwa ansa na adwumadie ne bekoso kra no ne na amanfo ka de ne nhwe animu na se we de ya te dada ye kasa digitization ya mampania be de akye di card ho nsem bia betudwa nti foforo ben ba megidi se ensem bia ne ente ya ba eti edi kan kra na mamimisa enra adwumadie ye koso no die na empanimfo mpesa mo kache Ghana fo ade foforo ben na Ghana fo hu ya na mpesa ma Ghana fo etie
yo eni medase edi kama min chiatie fo na mina wasi se wabi kwan mamatimi abaha abachechre eniema vice president echre asenra 2016 tama His Excellency Nana-Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo oye campaign or training vision say sinyame yadom na say o man Ghana eto aba no mana obeba beye you winning power in 2017 first year Vice President LED digitization agenda no in 2017 oye nhyehyɛ may year to her 2018 so ye shebi 2019 2020 into afibia no e ya se nhyehyɛ na ba so no abeka ho asem but enra no de vice president here and say so to me joining na a boom no ye ni extra o mine no say and so di hu na nanado e wona o ma vice president edi hu ndwuma no say na tie a benefit in faswa e wo ma o mine no enti no hu nsem na vice president den e kan in right
enti na che se ne madi kan aye ni nyina yaka ye pese ye kɔ abɛfo kwan so ne yi ba akɔ atwum ne yi ba akɔ atwum yaka ni nyina bom ye mmɔ ne tofa na Ghana fo hu ba bi a ye kɔ enti wo ne secretary awo mampani abedi achi na tena ye enti ye tworo ye kan ni nyina no wo na adi animu nti brofo akese ni nyina interoperability ne brofo na ma yere mo na mo be yes adwuma no
nyina na ye
mo nyina na mo yes adwuma no mo ba brofo na ya no mam na akofo mo ya ne mo bubum ana Ghana fo atumi ate ne mo kana se eti yenhwe se ne wasia kan ye ntotoya empanimfo aye ya ye bi yenkamum ema Ghana fo ente enra nsem ne bi wo ho no mo a baye na fe nipa bi dwene wo sa na we omo kan no da ben na beye adwuma yensha CMF national identification card so because eno ne ade a se mpanimfo boda wuro monko na monko register nipa bi so mfa so a se ye wie a ebetumi ede abre Ghana yene ankasa ye wa se sa card no enne se obi kitabi die mfaso no obetumi anya from sa digitization hyehyeye a ekoso emu
yo me da se fa Ghana card so no Ghana card no identification e say wo fia na say me say fie ma ware mo yire me mo ma miensa me kan say Liza me ma miensa ba ku mo ye fene Liza onim say ono na me frɛ no me ka say Isaac ono so nim say ono na me frɛ no enti say wo hwɛ oman na say oman mu ma no say timi identify mu nyina maako na say dru bra say from say omra no me adwuma ana say omra no be bibia timi identify omo say unie e di amount je na fa ko say adwuma no so wo hwɛ say oko ijom e man bebre edigwa enuanum digwa ya mu hia ska omko banka omaka say me hia be 5,000 10,000 100,000 70 year me ko digwa omko banka enam say do na any identification ti aya banks no empesa mo di scan be mom na banks in the scan po e mom a ya bosiano interest rate ni high in finance say we say we say obi ba na say unim no na so busa say ma miska mfanko digwa odi be ma no unim no unye sure say odi mana obesamba inti banks are omo adwuma say omo discover ma dwadifo no no mo digwa no mo di scanner samba na interest no mo dia ba but once omo ni a sure way omo to know citizens no to manage that risk no my interest rate na den e costro because omo say bia so say we entua ubetua in se utua ye be ma interest rate na costro in case we entua o interest rate no on the bed e beti omaka no into without Ghana card, without an identification banks na mugidie no a bit difficult for banks to bring the interest rate down.
Na say yen old cars na kita yen a ye de ko bank no eto da na ya ka say o ye be ma loan na e bia fa bibi besia wo wa me fa wo dan bra fa we bra ana say bia adwuma na wo mu a ye say ma ye hu nipa obeye guarantor no atumi aboa wa ma ya ma ubi ni nyina no wogidi say the surest way no identification national identification no mum na nye saa ne ya boboso yi
the surest way of knowing say wuni uba bejiska no identification the na use first no be using find say voters ID and I'm say Ghana any main identification document the voters ID be the human ID be some way of identifying but I'm say if you don't have an idea because for bibra no one the on so say minimum you won't the right, so it's difficult for banks to confirm say you are who you are, but with the Ghana card no our fingerprint our picture ombuso papa umame ufrihin kasa dodo be na otimika adwuma be na wo information nyina wo Ghana card no so infa na wote inti banks no to start with no munya hu say wo Ghana card na your identity is confirmed, which is the basic element for banking transaction. You know, inti banks ni inside there no ebi mo no say you omba omosi from yaw omoji scanner omo intua no makosa omudin from kofi omakoje no mo intua omakosa omudin from kwajo inti sa subaina some of the people are exhibiting is a risk banks never which is a government now said there's some manages our risk no for the banks and also try to bring my interest rate now then
enti ese no wuntumi enkwaje bosia no nkochenji udin wuntumi nkase bia mikita identification card sekita me no we bia midin jemfu awo so we buachewa awo so wuntumi nya saa bio because of fingerprints na waye no biometric na waye no it is our information na ye wo NIA or citizens so no the city say you're linking it up with other databases example fancy controller and accountant general they say all the government workers are omuju misika free controller and accountant general hon they say link it say okay we adwuma honum etioka say but why do you ya link it no sampa you are who you are near the cost net over retire into unso retire so ukoji pension ska na ayewo ananse obi na afa ekyire ba be pension odi mu ananse be na hwero musika sa but now when we link the database the NI Ghana card na it's making sure say wa eye wa usika de yawo dia no obi ntimi fa ekyire nya ne enkoje abusia fen wa bie wa fidie ha ya Adom 106.3 FM so bani ni shujumedie ene yeguso a yede ebrew no ene mampani abedi achi na tena ye twhwhwefo pani yo ho no secretary to the vice president ena ye ne no atena se anwumre enra ensem a mampani abedi achi ade twudwa emunkyiremu eti yesei se ye ka yenkɔ ye registration no national identification card na what de na minhumfa so na minhumfa so enti na me say onni kan ma yemhu wo ye dwadini wo a wo pelon na de aye obi bi no na se wo ekura betumi aboa ye nwie ye sane Ghana fo na e wa me no ne no mani abre o saa yi card no yi system no deanya eno so ye bekọ mu de munya boche ye beyi ne mako na me kai wo se ye dem live wo Facebook wo kwa Adom 106.3 FM Facebook wa Adom 106.3 FM like na share wa dwenche no so fato ho anwumre question bi a wo no empanimfo no wo fie ha obeyi ano e de amaw ti do wo question a Adom 106.3 FM YouTube so Adom 106.3 FM wadwenche no fabi to honomo na yenyebre enkenkan emfama medin e de akua boachewa yi Adom frami ABY abusua mejo so na me kai wo so wonim say say Black Friday na dru ha Black Friday ebi adru ha Ghana na nke US for na ye na so we say ade bia ni ho epese etwaja eti Franco Trading Enterprise 29th every 22nd they kwesi 29th November Black Friday ya de hyehyɛ so eno na so Franco Trading Enterprise which me year condition yes bo no edufo de fa uyi mobile phone yes edufo de fa bibia wo beyi bia edufo de je Franco Trading Enterprise date ni duru ho amesa kai wo bio mesa kai wo papa if say wo tade duru ba bia na ye jagumu a osokọ na kwaje bi bo modern na friend pedin for 0246 422338 and that's 05559393311 and your phone papa fie de Franco Trading Enterprise yane Ora Augustine Blay ena SC Adwanwumre secretary today vice president Blay ma yenyi amanonefo die anona yentoa so se yebeka se wofri amanone ba na wo ye Ghana ni a ehu hia se afi na wo kosan lai mi hia me nkrata wo se me de ko Ghana obi de nipa be 4 ena omafre me o me ko ye no yese gise nesie ena me nsa betumi aka me nkrata na se nipa ne plans nyina sei yenhwe with sa nhyehyeye we no faso ewo ma sa nipa no so
sir in faso umpa unim say airport bia omo wo machine bi o it making kind document no passport o swap passport na machine we say passport we yeah Mr. Blade ya ya won that say or ya bema or tiha sa information machines on working kind the machine into me and my mensa it making kind no say a good document or to making kind no say any good document if we want so to making kind because we names our document and the document be a machine into me reading unto me from fire airport and so free Nigeria we gonna nimpo na so free Nigeria na so by air through airport we here passport you here an identifying document
from Nigeria here
Nigeria have passport ahampo free Accra Eko Kumasia we here an ID we here ID be say wow from na but free international ebadia we here a passport because machine ready passport no some machine no is required that document a machine to making kind now Ghana card na ye war Ghana no since October 13th ICAO organization be a war amarone omo agya tum say Ghana card no in share a so protocol a so niema a computer niema was her card no so no on betimi aken kind to say any other passport until this Ghana card echo any passport omo di share machine pe machine betimi ade aken kind. That's the first requirement. They are Ghana card entity no. And until from next year no say we a breach na say we ba na say we ba Ghana na so the card no only passport minim madam fu bi ba na so ba urgently or Ghana but na the passport no ewu so renew passport
no almost say etumi take a year 2 years na you renew man you say a line will have say you di so have to next year
na say what emergency bi Ghana untimi ntwen one week point me untimi ntwen 2 weeks ni bi ntwen na say what Ghana card dia na no one say we through airport na wa say me Ghana card ni on be fa no ma swap and am say mo machine the making kind of Ghana card ni zunti o ma say best ne call ufri Ghana wo Ghana card we Ghana need to beti mako Ghana inti sa nhihye na ban aye ama say no a member of ICAO with me you can travel with the Ghana card
inti your countries are mutumi ede omo identification cards or mu use or country news bi mu etu kwan we have countries
the key requirement is say machine etimi
identify features na also no
say machine etimi identify say in fact say the voter Ghana voter ID card no me as a Ghanaian me as a Augustine Blay me voter ID card me san wo Ghana card the me no identifying document but me the Ghana card no paper no echo airport be so mo the machine card minimal the crop because making kind say no omo mfa nhye omo nya mfa nhye na machine be making kind no
enko so enti mo researcher mo ye fa saa nhye ye ehu no countries ben na bibrema say omo use sa system ya mo de ba next year no
minim country bi wa bibri mo science
Africa say them
there be omo
tumi edisa card no bi eba okay it is all case next year beginning of the year and I say breben next year breben
the 13th October na ene ICAO for no moji tum no motimi ombe eso mo import translator no do timi translate niama o your card no so into that machine no don't be import we are then by the end of the year no umbe that outdooring no Then there will be the lunch between the international organizations. She said, I don't know the exact time on be fixing. But all the requirements I say no. On my so we are the 79th member of that organization as Ghana. To make me can ye card.
Yeah. Eti eno no ye Ghana ni a sa woti abroche sa wo paper sa wuni paper. Ni ehia nso obenya yen identification card no anase wo so ye Ghana ni a woti abroche a wo nkrata sign it here
ene de mfa abroche nkrata ho
enhye bia ho
we Ghana ni na so card na if you have the card then first we are Ghanaian because I'll be registered I'll prove we are Ghanaian because you Ghanaian want me Ghana card no
okay
into Ghana ni bia or we are seeing na say tama so na say so ba fia say Ghana phone ejo tum but now international regulations are no so we moving from one airport to another I said document na crowd no I said machine to me then I can kind so when is a machine na want me my own call unless say ma on laisser passer the laisser passer ko embassy na on my shop very more no more sign no more stamp na ambassador na say I agree say this person can travel no more this document no more but yes idea untimi and moving from one airport to another without a passport and I say without a document machine betimi akin kan
afa ye mra pomudin mu na yenhwe apomudin die no mu because apomudin de nanka ne nimu ye ba ku ya yese yede fa emoja nanka eno ho nsem be ye bebre ewo omayi mu no nanka enim se no na eba afa de yete ye ene empanimfo ewo pharmacy council so abegia tum so ya hya ase kra enuro no kwan ye wose ye fa so ne manura enye se da bia gise obi ewura yakache ene documents bebrebe wo hospital de no eno chiremu na yenhwe no so ho nhyehyɛ ne tsɛn
yo medase vice president eka nima miensa efa health fun akode ho the mefa de health drone no vice president oya no na nora o kan say o kan personal experience 2002 ani papa yare no hia moja omo hwe moja otamale omo nyambi papa bia na oda gate na no oda store na no bia omo store moja no omo hwe na omo hu no omo hwe na by the time omo hu no omo nya moja no bi no na ni papa aye nyame de inti ohwe sa personal problem na no si mu no inti omo de zipline CEO yako Silicon Valley or America, California. In the Zipline CEO no seeking audience with the vice president or the explaining technology no benefit or say so share ekwan ye faso store moja uma hodo o negative or positive A B and this and man in so wo baby wo hospital bi e bi omo moja ne bi wo ba wo die na wo hwe no omo ni bi wo nyame ampata beka baby instead of say be store moja no instead of ye be twema edru baby na ni sa moja no omo solution say ye build a distribution center our baby na mfa moja na ehia no engo na store a place that can be healthier and I say ehia ebetimi a distribute na fe so indua is expensive to store. No be on my ultimate store machines and new boy din in this machines and boy din Ghana intimate Tony in Franco Hospital bia or the whole Ghana in this yare bi bo na se we hia sa drona na se obabi na sa drone bi ni wa nyame ampata we nyame dia. So in that the solution is saying those centers no I said this amoja hodo in nguho I said this ndrona ni boy di na intimi install baby anu so eguho I say the vaccines are ni boy din here ediguho say wo cow baby and value was stream baby na wo cow na so munni sa serum ni wo honoma nyame ampata be nyame die inti gather these expensive needed medication and blood supply no central place in jafe o yare na so call hospital na se o hia moja na se bini ho na doctor na fa whatsapp akunfo no wa send message akoma zipline center no mo de hia de o hia no a share fidie no ensa na fide na tu e de akọ bebi a wo no na a drop sa medication as a blood supply no na doctor na use sa de na eden age wo nkwa abo you can say there are 4 distribution centers in Ghana. 4 distribution centers be almost every day on average 100 flight. But you can see say every flight is a potential saving of life. Because obia we hear urgent medical care and I say urgent need of bladder yenye binti no ya fre zipline drones so ombra on fa de no emround. So 100 times what is 400 Ghanaians in distress every day whose life are being saved. And in apom de e kan wase
en hihye no
afi we no vice president can talk about files folders
and sani ebeko folders ne so no ye fa drones no say ye dey supply blood na eno ye tumi use no for some time now mo tumi ebu nkonta say ebra ye hyase no ye hyase sei atimi save nipa save on life say emfaso a yenya no wo sus say wo da ne madi kan hyase no eno ho nkontabu te sen
yo inti so hwe just nipa kwani intimi fa born to so say every day nipa be 400 you save the life of nipa 400 and no de you can't even account for it cuz we were losing ye obi papa obi mame obi ba wa hwe no nkwa oni prakro na osora no pa no okọ adwuma akọpẹ sika be fie ahwe ne yire ne ma so o hwe no nkwa the whole family get into distress so in terms of the value of zipline to the country it is amazing.
Yeah, beko ni aka no so ma menkwa homa no so ansa na masamba so na ya to aso Mr. Blay abusia nkoma ya twetwen no emfaso ye ebomu ni ebetumi aye aboa oman Ghana eno an eguso a yesu adwen efa ho se yese ye digitization a emfaso a ye benya ewo mayimo ehyehyeye no a empanimfo aye kwan no enam so no ne kwan no Dr. George Athaboating wono eye telecommunication engineer owa homa no so panimfo aka bebre efri enura yenhwe omo atenchen a wonimde fa abafu nkitawudie ho no emfaso a yehwe animu se ye benya ne kwan enam so no ne kwan no Dr. Boating majo hello Doc Boko there
nyame abom
fena o voice na ba na yira yada siso se waji so anwumre ye frɛ wa nye bɔne bi gidi sanura mampani abedi akire ensɛm a wɔde atu dwa ɛwɔ Ashasi University nsɛm a waka agu hɔ ɛne botaye si empanimfo ani so yemfa abɛfo kwan so emmam puntuo entumi enkoso eniyama mpanimfo de agu akwan mu ne ne wɔse wɔ bɛye no mu a mote akire munnim bibi ɛfa saa ye dane niyama akwa abɛfo kwan so yi no emfaso a yenya free so ne baabi a yɛkɔ no ne kwa so an ye nam no
idasene asenya na odiam the medicine can say abɛfo ndi kwan a me fan say be buman de sheman de bibia no kurunku a ye developed countries o motive na so at the womuku amana abɛhwɛ nti abɛfo ndi kwan so ɛyɛ no one SF never yet to say oh my nanso could be a matter say the vice president and another government in general kwan a mo so the chike the answer no many
Doc mesona wa down ho kakra amamia se wa homa no mu eye ho kakra wa kan se kwan a wo mo fa so aye no ye nam ne kwan so anasa wani na enye ho
because
enye ne kwan so
the tiene say you have be fundamentals the basics you bibia na you start with the basics obeye digitization anasa what you have for the year teacher the boa or my die di kan ye nia pa BBFN on network infrastructure internet. Ye kan ye kan data. Sisi amino ka say ye network infrastructure and yet so one thing and your network infrastructure and what be is down to fail. Your can network infrastructure a bine ahoma e for my fiber. A bine the farm from Momo a friend 4G site, the LTE. As I speak to you today, okay, I'm ready 2010. You're starting with the e-government project. Make us a consultant on those projects. The have been said, okay, on my fiber. I am because MPP, Abia MPN war, Brekum, Abia Obeheni Pair war, be a grabber war, it's a crasso, he paid a war 2,000. On Concosi massive to and conquer war because at the end of the day, the can't be through Harbor. Only a crown or their mentally sign for Yakusi. And painting like a buy after the effect. The dear telcos here from a mobile phone company, so Muntin Kono. Abandoned in store now or making do said the Bayer, no are buying to say, be our person or them a boy man. They do citizens in the world. Your Mahama SFA fiber network, the type of rural fiber from Accra all the way to Boko, 1,000 kilometers. Into the attorney said, the Vodafone and Team a crowd so our Honoma. And one of them or Modo or Mahoma Nibetia, no making out to or more Honoma. It is a very particular person or pay passport online and we have for the background because data facilities are there. Obetting access to the internet. And now I know because data more danger in Ghana. Data is very expensive, and you know it is hard digitization. So data a boy I bet me a boy. I'm a student. I'm a businesses. Especially if you are COVID one and COVID. Then where are we going with digitization? Okay, Abia or Mampania, but the property addressing system. Plan your property addressing system. Ghana have a year if you be a public or private property, I even an object to say in Yanom home Konebano. You better picture. Now you code, you set database. Now pay what the address left to show. And this is because we know because of command to property do our land commissioner. You go address in a property the body any be a so police for another positive emergency. Almost database no adeba. So district assembly, another municipal assembly, as I saw almost for property tax. I am some way buy what you mean. A big avenue for revenue collection. On the chimney, I should see a walk Quabina, Brekusu, Crobia. No one who is here or cook your direct through this addressing system. This I will say. Santana was GPS. It's near Tanya Manila. And to me, I've got how a whole say. Obviously, it's not property back. So, nearly fear which now what to me, and not clear addresses or 4 addresses. I think, but the essence of an addressing system is to give unique addresses to every citizen and property.
Also, doctor, also fear no. Hello, doctor. Hello, doctor. Also fear no. Which mean addresses me and son, ewa fee.
Yet, the fear one custom. I am multimedia premises one. Opa, one custom, addresses to do a mobile. Moamonia, and Yaman Kwam here. out to the making of it. And now I know Katay. Open form now the digital address to your business registration and also call bank now fill form. To me and verify the address now. What you're good to know, say accurate and not accurate. There's no system like that. There's no system like that.
But Dr. Nia Woken, say empanimfo yi nka say wawie adwuma woye. Woguso ya woye. Eti unhu ne say enkakra ye betumi aduru ba bia ye kono.
Aha, eti ba make say if we ba ko na wa community na wa community. What can start from here? What are 1 and 2 or
Ena yentumi nka say ye miensa bomu amana ye
America for America for any other country. Open online now what zip code wrong. Yet you address now about zip code now the account. I am wrong. But I will say if that can be done in Ghana today. What you say? And problems with this digitization agenda. OBM will not benefit against it. And looking at World Bank, a two Sikabu was said, infrastructure. On top of it, may I say, e-government services. In the whole e-education. Kakobi the buy, and now saying your company will be said. On my data for free, next student is next year. Because the infrastructure would have been there. And one is not going to now the classroom work virtually. Now we're seeing it. But all of these things have not been done. And data is very critical to this digitization agenda. And government must get it right. John Mahama said, from Accra, Obatema, and a crown, you can metro fiber. You must show and some all these sites. Government in a year, a year, or more for business work in the country, and then empty and new. It's what was going to happen. This is a son, man of Muyan. Yes, or Muyu, I therefore, they are more going to their function. Not a data law. A better access to a money after the private competition, not your market.
Eti from near walking. From
registration, SIM card. You see a new Ghana card. Sir, Ghana card is one of the most sophisticated cards that we have, and it's a very efficient card. There's no doubt about that. But we shall say, child data, a half on the YouTube, a half on the web. Maybe something many night to carry, and a half on the store. They say that a national data center, the biggest data center in West Africa, it's good. But I'm saying, child data, or one. I think in a bank, and many names in our banker. Who use Ghana card? This is the because infrastructure now, I hear all the more. Because the essence of the card is that when the company cannot make one to pay the diamond person who verify the identity, or move on the ID number, information be or will be an answer. Are they able to do that?
From near who can I say, Doctor? Enran sama mampani abedi achi kan baby aye ko baby aye nuru afie besimo ene ukọ hospital a card kro bi nkochini no akwa akope enuru obetumi atena adem no ato no enye successful ana enye successful.
Yeah, let's get to the basics. Yam planning you need politics in content. Now yam planning efficiently because at the end of the day a year do no benefit, no benefit. Say, I can make bank. Now, me refer me idea. Now, me kind me idea. Me click catch that bank or catch your me number. Me refer me that. Me refer me number. And now, I think I make a farmer. before necessary for you now, Benno, and I am not. I have bank for even careful. What is it? Some money they are not there. Mama, the young economic there. See, Papa, their stores have data. Their stores have data on millions of Ghanaians, and think fun of it. These are critical questions. And yeah, a critical answer. There should be because it's about all of us. It has nothing to do with our political position. It has to do with the Ghana, the country. But your politics, digitization. Sometimes look at almost nothing to be a mentor.
Then no man can't want to say.
But I said, we are not making a point because there are a series of steps to follow before you achieve your target. But we don't want to have it. Money can be done. Franka, you are providing a very robust network infrastructure to augment what the telcos have today. I am a data broker performance. Some QR code payment in the private sector. And you'll be at the top of your business. I am using to maintain it. Why should government be interested in that? What? When you get to the basis, now you're too late. You're secure Ghana future. That's all.
Dr. Miana was you. Dr. George Arthur Boateng, telecommunication engineer, and the Neno Attraction and Comono on the Nijidie, and near Unim no Wakano, or say, Yan Shasi and free forma, near Penny for Kenya, Yadia say a bay. Mr. Blee, me jidi sa wate doctor and semna or can say, near ye Kenya, near money be brave or one more. Ye di data ne beye ne buono fapem anke wose ye to ansa na ye duru ba bia ye dure na say ya antro fapem ni yi.
All right, but that's it. In Patrick Dr. George Atabuating so no ye nita boss under NDC. Okay inti submission no mantia se papa because see young go back to fundamentals. Yenye infrastructure na answer. Chese me any of the digital project no because this is we infrastructure answer. That is what he seems to be suggesting. Say lay fiber, do nothing. Memo bia use WhatsApp because yenya lay fiber nwe. Memo bia use for WhatsApp and free zipline drones because you have not laid the fiber yet. Then or say Mahama did property address property tax. Now now when they were thinking about implementing these e-solutions now we implement here had they finished the fiber layout?
Say no ka say omanwie ntinka mo ba ye nka mo ntoa so
omanwie fiber layout. But when they were trying to lay the fiber layout, they were also trying to implement e-solution of Obodino, right? So who say so digitization and an IT you move to. So we say me tell you, as I speak now, I get messages from somebody living up north, in Western North, in the Volta region, in Western South, half a seen some place, in Denu, in Volta region. Right. So the communication is going on and as far as data is concerned. So if you are able to move data from one point to another, now who said the echoes now no busa who say a kwambe suna meet me a use movement of data no to improve the life of citizens. So then my example as zipline say their life are being saved. An average of 400 people are being saved. You're telling me say because you have not laid fiber, we should allow people to use WhatsApp to share messages but not provide solutions to save lives. Is that what Dr. Boateng is telling us? Because we have not done that, though we shouldn't do it. Ghana card, 16 million Ghanaians have their cards registered across the country using those same so-called inefficient network that Dr. Boateng can once have. So because of that, we should not move forward. So, all the fiber. It's the same argument about free SHS. Schools, the whole country, and sana obia ne ba ni madie oni nyansa ma oni ska odne be school nti on training schools in answer. So it is two fundamental approaches of solving problems.
Enti eniema ni bia me pa show point out no. Is it the case say ye koye nimu no na ye hwe implementation na ya ye no mfonso aba baabi ni ye siesie anasese because GPS die ya waka ene say obekọ bank na yesu use national identification card but still this ye kwai photocopy ene ye dia brɛ ye ntumi nhwe hu say eye blame eye kwiani no.
Okay.
Along say ye kono na ye siesie anasese.
Okay, let's take that. Say Ghana card no is accepted by law as the official way of identifying Ghanaians in the country. Parliament approved it. Now, UPSO implemented say just say Ubia you Ghana card that you should give every Ghanaian an equal chance of getting access to the Ghana card.
Yeah.
So the plan was that phase 1 do a mass registration. So NIA has been able to do a mass registration across the country. Almost 15.8 million Ghanaians have their Ghana card. The way we know now, the banks now are now integrating the Ghana card into their processes. Or no, when he's talking about people goes and then they look at their number and they look, it's because the banks have integrated an identity verification system, which is not the one passed by the law. Because the banks cannot work without an identity verification system. So the banks now have created a way of solving that problem. They have a system where they work together. Now they have agreed. They are integrating. They are linking on banks to all the Ghana card system. Once they are done, you go to the bank, they're not going to make a photocopy. Because it's now the verification. Card, you don't need a card. You need a fingerprint, biometric, and put it there. And then it is done. They verify, they know who you are, they provide a service. Give example, say Amanone, America and other places. America and other places, without an address and without an ID, the economy will collapse. The Vice President is making that same reference. He's saying that the untold rules of economy, they gave us money for time immemorial. They gave us money, World Bank gave us money, IMF gave us money. A lot of things we've spent, but we have not moved in quite a name said a person. Or say it's because these untold rules So when President Kufuor started in 2006 with the Ghana card, and in 2008, 2008, NDC won the election. There was no action on the Ghana card. No action on the Ghana card. Because an appreciation said the identification, a true identification of every Ghanaian, it's a fundamental to revolutionize our economy. When Adom 106.3 came to power, 2017, one of the first projects that, let's look at the Ghana card and implement. So because he understands that, like I say, we have 16 million identity card issued to Ghanaians. Something that we started 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all the way. We are now talking about more than 8 years after. Maybe it was because maybe now Dr. Boateng advised, say, lay out all the fiber, but meanwhile, our economy was suffering. Addressing system. What is an addressing system? It's a way of locating, say, baby say, into a hanyawo call. Before that, say, say, blue kiosk, not make it right. That was the addressing system. Are you telling me, say, because the first version of the digital addressing system, because it allowed you to generate 4 or 5 addresses now, that was the first stage of it. And so, no, the world is coming to an end. We should still go back to the blue kiosk and cocoa seller direction. Let me take you through, but if I won't go through the process of what the digital addressing actually means. You can use the old way of doing things, which is internacy. Let's go through the mapping all the country, give numbers, and by the way, it's a project. It's a project not come once. It's a project that has been in the books in Kufuor's days. We've been trying, even before Nkrumah time, we were trying to do an addressing system. Nkrumah time, Ghana, you try to addressing system. You knew that. Because it's almost an impossible task. So Vice President and the leadership of the President say, okay, let's look at it from a digital perspective. Bottom line is a location. So location what is our location mobile obetimi abidro, whether it's 4, 3, or 5. Let's find it.
For say ye per location, but no say ye identify properties say betumi aje ho ta senior no work
me say me build it first or the buy build it. So when we started, we did a tender. So Ubia, all the companies and water solution, right? There are multiple companies. It's not new. This is not a novel concept. It exists. A GPS location, except that we use GPS and just for other things, right? Into different companies come. There's a company B or UK. You're from what 3 words? They have their way of doing the same address. The 3 words. Can boom. Now every 3 by 3 meter square, that location. Okay. So what we are saying is, let us cast a net. Let's use digitization. Take the country, cast a net on the country, and identify every 5 by 5 meter square digitally, and give it a unique address so that we know every 5 by 5 meter square in the country. So we'll form na sebi eduebu ball. Now to be movie. Now we'll phone on China, but you must send you location. That location will be an over map is a location amount. So cover be nas wire. Nas unim location. What you will phone to me send this location will be no or be who no be found. Who drive a car, unam a sefi forest no do be now me sefi into me use sefi. So I'm not just picking on them just for like. Into do that's one accident of forest anymore. Nobody knows where you are. I'll give myself an example. 2017, I call sefi me far Bono area ho. Menya my car had an accident in the thick of the forest. I have to call and provide my GPS location and get people to come and pick me up in the night under the forest. Okay, so if we had not done the digital address then, how will I have given direction to somebody to come and find me in that forest there? So the first phase is to say every 5 by 5 meter square, find a unique identifier. Now we are saying, say, now that we have it, let's each property have a unique address, which we have done. So out of all the 5 by 5 meter square identifier, we have gone further to identify 7.5 million properties. A few offices, properties where people are now going and fixing the addresses in front of every house. I'm sure you've seen some of them. Address, property address, no, a number of the street name, and the digital address, and a QR code, which we are doing, all as part of this digitization agenda. So don't you all kind of, maybe he has not been updated, so I'm updating to him that the 5 by 5 meter square is to allow places that have not been identified before. So the man example say me what accident and I mean my direction. I was able to send my location, somebody found me. So be in front of why you don't know where you are, you can send the location, people find you. But not only that, to do the property addressing, we are now going 7.5 million properties, unique addresses, and they're both here. Now, 8 or 5 or 10 addresses, you know your unique address for your property, and I'm sure he has seen it. So if he has not,
my location na your property nso aka ho.
Yes.
Eti ne na o ka se ubetumi agina ba bia bo na address no wanya ba mienu miensa no. Eno so efri hin.
I don't know make sure say the first stage of the addressing system. Say Ghana hain be bia no, you identify 5 by 5 meter square locations and have a unique address in this wo kwayuma. And I'm say fini hontino. Nobody knows the address of that place. Obi name's address. No? So if I'm able to generate that address and send to somebody say mo ha brabe famia obeba abe family say mabe hu yenko in hospital. So it's the first step of generating that, digitizing our addressing system. 5 by 5 meter square. So that's a 5 by 5. One unique address. Now call the next 5 by 5 unique addresses. But the addressing scheme, so what you was talking about zip code in the US. Zip code is a location. Once you have state. Now, in fact, Ghana, your regions. Now, within a region, you have district. Within a district, you have cities. Within cities, normal on my communities. Among each community numbers. And here zip code. So, some number no within that community, if you won't be one number. So, let me say if you way. This particular community is within this region, within this, and this is exactly what the digital address does. So, if your digital address now, I bet your region, your district, your code, which he calls zip code, and then the unique address of that location.
You. Abusian for my drink chaba kumienu yane ora Augustine Blay secretary to the vice president and ne yane na si adwa e wo bani ni hujumedie so kwasi ususi ebi wa mehwa mu free Sydney na me taxi driver e wo Sydney ha me yusu me den momode ne yeden Navman GPS Ose me drive eno na me yusu a me de eye driving no e wo Sydney na che Australia sem na okay Sydney and wa de o mo de mo system no no de abetudwa no ese ho no drive a eno ana o de be drive de ye bibia Dr. Babazamo Kentampo master planner junior onso ne de ye de aba o se bi wai NDC for nsem a mampania be de akire de asemi tu dwa wie ye wo mo kanyina no omo ma alternatives bi ase bi a ye si ade no enye na ne munye ni nie omoba a chese emunwu emunku adwuma na omo ye ne propaganda eno so de yemfa emu oman ana Richard Esiama de yode aba si Italy na mehwemo efri papa yago so ese mehwemo anwumre Raymond Kofi se ebiwai enye nwanwa se NDC amanyuku no wotimi esi factory wie na akwa akohwehwe mu materials a wode be ye adwuma e wo factory ho no mo na na afie ma so e de yode aba o se ebiwai mi Europe na me wo mesre o me pese mi hu se GH card no baby a me wo no menya bi wan Ghana card no ai ye ne omo ba ha National Identification Authority mpanifo e de omo ba ha ama omo ka se momo de no ombeba ho abaye registration ni bi ba time no nso ye mo amowa broche no omaka se ombeba be ye bi na time no nso yem kai se be 2-3 weeks ago ye de omoba ha no mokan na na kwadwo rich kid so de ye ode aba okra do ni Cynthia me na preso dina da kon se wose mudi oman MPP for di oman nanim wrong direction na omode oman no ekọ ye be so omomunya politics no niema e beboa na omonye McDaniels kwasi nya me de ye ode aba wose ebiwai doctor wo de ne ba ye propaganda usual no an obeye you se ne omoye no an no na ebia wunim no ma me nkire wo kane no na ye nita boss eti propaganda no a yo wadwenche no Cynthia me so de ye ode abos ebi wa ma me nkire mo Switzerland na me wo na ene topic no very very important unim say Switzerland na say ya me wo no se mpese me renew me Ghana passport pa me echeki me for good years and sana me renew me passport eti saa hyehyɛ we ye omode abande ye na wonim sɛ saa bra no manim guagu ase me ka kyerɛ me namfofo me kɔ Ghana na ombisa me am se me renew 4 years na mda so te ha na me maaye eti ye besrɛ sɛ mpanimfo so oyɛ saa hyehyɛ ndi a omonyema eniema nkoso ana we so de yode aba Just Kazi wo se ye besrɛ die benti na Ghana bibia wo se ye de propaganda ebesre sa topic we enye propaganda asem eti omo eye propaganda no mfa ntonchen kwadwadwo ise ochia Ghana fo nyina na Atlanta USA en wo hweye edi efi was a very good topic Musa Hamid so kofodua na wode na dwenche efi maami adwa fe na ye ose bi wai mehwe mu free bronze New York na mehwe mu efri na wonim papa yi amone ne kasa ye de ahoye apa ahoye na wo bledi saa na kyese ode abetutu bi agumu kwabena ba afo so de ye ode aba se Ghana for you bibia propaganda ebem na na fiafrema mabode ne so na anchireku so de ye ode aba o se digitization no entumi mfese country no ye so o man ye fixe o man a digitization asem kachire mpanimfo nso omonka no kore na nye we ene ye de fixe your mind ema ne ye we ntumi fixe your mind no Ghana for mo kire won Kofi Asiama ede wasi wa hwe enemies of progress asem we papa bie na no a wo kasa na hu se ne wo beka nyina no enya de se ebeboa se watumi aka se enhyehyeye na mpanimfo aye ni nyina no enye ye ene papa no ne hu onso ne de ye awode ebetum ene sasante asamoa de o se bi wa mamenchia mo na Ghana ne ye hia sese pa ne mpanimfo ye sa digitization no se ye ntumi anya oman no ye ntumi enkoye nim na wonim na wo bisa papa yi misa mijirisa misabani asem na woka no o se ne na wo bisa no efamfa so ye ebenya no ye economy no ebe grow na awudifo omo edi nsamone a yenchewo no se wudi bone a wuntumi mfa ho ensie eti ye besre papa na chia the affable Augustine Blay ema me papa for Menace London and wodi efe Eunice Obensi ebiwai Mr. Obisa na ma me say meden menyame digital address no for me fie ufie wasi awie dia ane o macha awie o ebia ufie na wo hefa you mayu me hu ba bia ufie no wo ohun Mr. Blay education here because nipa ni bi ye the systems no agufom na emom se nipa ni betumi access obehu se akwanya we wo ho no etoda na no so hadwen because mayu die ya wode ba no minim ba bia ne fie no wo ene kwan a ebede na obi atumi identify say me my address system no mimi die ni ana age so okoje wahu ne question obi sa no ono onim se ja ma age so okoje obede hu
say no any so kwaji first phase and say ye be ko fie bie mu e de mo address kan ko bo ho amamu so mu gu so mo ye is by the end of by mid of next year then end of next year 2022 every house in Ghana will have the address plate in their house and this is first phase they through on your assembly office be a more planner ni LUSPA land use and special planning authority in charge of generating addresses for each house is going forward. In the first phase in the year, every house in Ghana, in fact, one address number home for free. Now, for your more assembly honor, almost if answer work to us as if for once you die, when you address, or assembly officer, they will give you the address.
Okay, it is a new site now. In West Sudan area, you have to go to the assembly now. Baby, I want a chassis, no ma abwa wa mwetu mi enya. Na Mecca Van Star City, or sebi wa mechiamo, meko South Africa na unim. Ye ka Ghana for a woman or nene or mo e chiro mo, and son or mwetu mi renew on passport no. South Africa the the best. Me call South Africa na ehia se me renew me de 8 days na mensaka ewo Pretoria eti hot de omo services no best ever nti ni oye Ghana na msini wo South Africa no ene mpanimfo omo wo ho no na ye bo omo abaso because baby de Italy for ho omo da bi omo wo charge omo bebo bia be frɛ na kyese ne de ne ye Italy ye de ma 2 years ti omo minim nipa koro ho na kwabena nhira so de wose ne ye hia good governance and my Ghana here Ohio and I'm a dem madrinche no efri abusha Franco Trading Enterprise and one makacho no Black Friday ebebaso November busumi ya 22nd to 29th etudu muhye medru hona wo paniema efo a sabre na betumi akoto na wowia alomo bitters bitters wo Ghana eno ane alomo bitters wei eye enhaban enubna ene ye de ahye toam ne ye de poho kakra so ho na sabonom a enye nsafon a ye nom a ne atro no enye bi ni alomo bitters de eye duro eye nsa kasaprekonfo se waheda ya hwehwemu ene wode aba obapemfo wonka ho akwada wuni 18 years alomo bitters so chefanim enko ho na woni ya aka nyina ya ye ne sachet ketwa pa benya se ope bottle no kese a alomo bitters sizes shapes ni nyina ebi awuwom ena DBS roofing sheet bronya ade no ahase eche no se ukoto DBS nchanse na de bow down so wie a enke wo se ye kase oh ni ewo koboso no ni sika tua no se DBS wo de achewo eti ni ohia se obeko DBS wo kwa wakache ho no mo a ene enchanse no awuhia no ne ye de enchanse no amawo yenya de enchanse ne mawa installation no enya wo ka biem enya wo ka wo say ye Colourlink Plus o say ye shisi be na wuhi o 20 years warranty ne so bom we promotion ne ginemu a kosisi ebedi bronya na wie eti kan ho DBS enchanse ne mfedie ene wo de boss 20 years say color no eye wine color forever say ye orange color bi a wo pe no wo na wo choose o eti mo a mo won kran ye mo de ewom 0240 844 bunya boy ya na chese ye de adru wo chakra de so a number no ye 05060041141 na chese DBS wo niema ena wugibi ekono ena mamenkai wo so se si ye ka Guinness a wunim Guinness Ghana Limited efritete mesanten ena Guinness agina ne na so a eniema bi wo hono mo hya ase se omo ya companies no 1 year 2 years na gu Guinness Ghana Limited Guinness what Guinness in kana wunsha sabre no I get the power na ban change hu ni na Guinness oh Guinness kana kura no mton drugstore se na ye de abesi ba kana na nka drugstore kwa nse ni okoto aduru no eti abusuya ka Guinness a dark Guinness bright Guinness bold Guinness ye gold eti Guinness Ghana Limited say ene shukra de wo boa mabuna ka ho umpewe na apeden da bia me kase ne onom nsama ni twa ne photo no na chese so wo ho sabri ye wo mu no na se onom nsafo Guinness de ehu twa ehu ete yene Mr. Blay Augustine oda ni say ye ba ma mhihye ni ye Augustine Blay secretary to the vice president na ne yene no asi adwa enu ansama mampani abedi achi edi tu dwa no wo se yetumi agimu nkyeremu na ye wo apomuden mu ansa na Mr. Blay ye de doctor ebamu apomuden de no a ye ka no yetumi ahwe emoja no ede no drones no ne ye de fa moja ni nro no yetumi ahwe no afa ye nhwe ye ko hospital a na no a yes records for strike na ye ma ye cameras call hospitals bi na wo hwe papers a ya hyehye no ho no mo pa na enra mete se yes o da bi ni nyina be firi mu ye nhwe kwan a ye fa so aye no eni enuro na ye se woto da mu betumi abo eno ho nkyeremu ne sen
yo mpansha sim free pharmacy no me the example vema 2 years ago, me ba no here surgery. Me in hospital. Inti omo chro nrona esemeto. Ansana homoye surgery no. Inti me ye call a pharmacy. Inti ne train na line or hospital pharmacy. Line obi a din lem ye train me train for about almost 3 hours. I drew me 10 in drew 5 method no 4 na menya ba kun de menya ba kun ehia pa for surgery na menya doctor didn't say menya 5 ni nyina untimi nya surgery so we to me kana me ko another pharmacy me ko draw omoni surgery ni bi me ko third pharmacy omoni bi na yese me frɛ anyongofo a ebi omotima aboa me no mutimi nya bi ma me a me ko ya me ko to ya me sankan. The mimpo me walk car meet me a movie from one pharmacy to another. She bra me bray. And bra me say. Snaka more platform beer. Meet me the mindro 5 na to. na mahu immediately say no 5 no pharmacy way na will be na pharmacy no so afre ma kan say eja wo hia no 5 mo ni nyina 5 na me say mobile money kroya etua na mo de say digital address ya driver ba e de amamia anka me pe sa challenge way
nti meko net no so nti meko a say bia pharmacies no bebre ewo app bi so eti me boss bia Blay pharmacy na mahwe eduro na me pani se bi wo hono mo a omo no e de beba mimi fie ba bi a me wo no
so sure they say me de indro no eto platforms no me here to platforms me here no way na pharmacies are more around ni na be hu say obi de prescription ato ni so no mo ahwe no mo afa you want to me afa say oh we me want no afa until fa obenya message say we do no pharmacy F5 pharmacy insa account prescription almost bit me fulfill it na ni bo no say na fe me the more money etua se me pay delivery a on be deliver abrami se me nka se me kwa kofa dia I can also go and the nina interaction into create platform no for all the pharmacies to be on it na aboa yenyina because edurumra we here duro no ayana when you hear and also ultimate check price ni say they to me from one pharmacy to another me banzo here surgery so me wasted time say me draw up na almost say a draw no 500 Ghana o me say bia na 10 Ghana but na me say me here in termity no mo na me twes ka no na me de call but that platform betima mo bia compare ni nro no
the prices no wo kra buyer no betima compare prices no
yeah, because we be in Rona, the Ohiano, we can say media near 5 Ghana, or the way the media 10 Ghana, at least you can see and choose your OPE. So this is the platform and our vice president Eka Huasem. Because a central corridor pharmacists and the POS no be connected. Now they will have access to the requests.
Inti piloting I started and as I fini e be started.
I've not be share pilot.
There's a central region on be started free. Okay. Me did say baby abrofo no e work kese no kora e be boy because me ye na me dwene ho say na we no je say kakra na ye nananom ne mpanimfo no a wo mo say internet ya ye kan me na na ote me no so number 1 no ade we no say nipa no be den atumi ato ne duro e wa abefo kwan so
se nana onima kenkan fana so
onima kenkan omukra omufun na ye de mo no ehwi ni so ye mo omufun na bibia so
okay into on na say no ene okọ pharmacy bio the man bi onyam kenkan obe friend ni ba na so be call pharmacy o the man say me nana the doctor say me Tony o the pharmacist now obe hwe no hu the doctor no prescribe now who will be an fulfill ya man but the enamse platform wants no say this the way you opportunity economic opportunities for everybody say me more pharmacy a na so na number ho na so see o here in roof 3 na 3 no me wo 2 me need 1 but I can decide say me man na enko hwehwe me as a pharmacist, I can source for that pharmacy because must have prescription for unanano if the pharmacy chooses to. And it creates opportunities for now to people to come in and fill in the gap, which is what all this innovation and digitalization is all about.
COVID time, no me who sena pharmacists ni bi ne hospitals bi yes supply ni bi as ofra omutimi de aduro no ebafie eno minim kwa mo fa so ye but me hu se na ebima ahye sa enhyehyɛ na se so we are hoping say betumi aye adwuma ye na me kan ya dinada konde ye ode about say there be ade na Mr. Blay kano onwene ye na ewo enkro nketewa mu ho eno na wache mu no dina nkro nketewa mu entumi nkan eno na wode ho enhye mu aba no enti yenhwe ye wie pharmacy na yente esi records no adie mu.
So into records no records one kasawaka so mo video for no ko share records na go ho records you keep records especially for health no apomdien records na very important because say ene oyarea to the bia history there are two terminal usano and no susansona at all when you know. So it's a was our records now. Doctors a bit match and we say, okay, we didn't feel 5 when a tone your mana draw away, or didn't feel 15 when a tone your mana draw away. They say what did 35 feet yeah, share. Just say a drawing the banner. All goes into helping in diagnosing and providing better service to the patient. But records keeping no eventual paper so yako file. A lot of patients be but after 5 years or 10 years, no some bad records no to find and will be very difficult. Didn't say sa record no. So then the plan is to digitize. So instead the good papers no, even good computer. So a ban say it didn't feel no more. If you do, it is still available with me a pull in your the course. And your first phase, second phase is after say who call this hospital. Oma okwan say yem pulu record na more pulu record na fi bia na wo no na doctor na ahwe record no na fe ni so creating new record doctor no obenya access to your historical medical record medical record and now what me prescribe the solutions or medication based on information or on India at all say no. That is what the vice president account wants them. So the between the teaching hospitals no all of them are going into this digitalization drive no and see almost I say the account more boom into almost systems no more kasa into all Tamale Teaching Hospital. Now say all the records go to her. Now say if you free Tamale, that's what about cry. So medical records no, you bit me transfer a free Tamale about Kwalibu. Now Dr. Ntimashe. No one said na vice president.
You Richard Yabo Medasepa Richard Yabo say bi why Italy dia na assistant say we betumi anya passport no within 1 week nti enti say first no me danyame ase papa sumbadwe kakra if say Italy for no complaints amenya ye no metumi aka say 90% na nyina no Italy na e free banti say ne enema assistant dia ene nipa kra ye de no akohosa na msini no kudos to say nipa ne say watumi ama changes aba na charity ohina pia de o say bi wan pese mihu say express passport no e cost saying how many days na there be nya passport for na na de won baye ana misable send de nya wudie ti ye bebo modern passport for ne nya won a ye de wo beba na ya hwe eno so ho nsem na de misre wada nya passport for no e ho nsem so pese me fine am to man so a meye no ama wachi me bo modern na mahwe no ama wachi misable ye hwe se sabre mpanimfo ama yate ase ye identification no mpanimfo na ye enra ma mpani ka bibi se ebedru ba bi no enkwala de ebebem omo wa broche wo kwa wo kita ne badin ye Ghana ha se je se wo de akora ne beto de ma be na otwemienu ye se beto din wo de ye se odidin no ko ye de no breben na mampani abedi achiche se wo akwala ye betumi awo akwala na ni din kura no ya ye registration bibia wo ho no mo
okay inti enana pa no binim dim ko say sa adina vice president kind a futuristic just daibina
da chika bia
have ka jina so okay I'm sure wasi ene so say mami bi call hospital that's what nyima or be call through antenatal services health system, no, health service, or more system be a friend DIMS, District Health Information Management System. Inti sa or more model be a friend e-tracker. Sa health intervention interaction between mamina or yemuno any health again during antenatal services no or more track esa information. Oba and no about no more track it. Echna no about no more track it. Inti every day be about no more track it. Uwunswa we can say wow. We are within a year no so yeah all the vaccinations no so mo tracking into information about home information no mame no information akra no home information ne papa no home information during that process from antenatal services kopimra benya vaccination 1 year after birth no mame no is interacting with a system it is our system no any birth and death registering system no bekasa say she de bi so mame adwoa awo ne ba no ye wo no these dates you weigh this pound at this facility information or na information about birth and death registry so say ye wo wa unidi you be train 2 weeks but from birth you have up to a year so benya all the vaccination record during that process the health worker no any mama no edin kita ho no mo akra no at that time within a month or two na akra din ya to ni din ya na outdoor all the information is confirmed. At that point, birth and death system no receive information. No, I can't share NIA say NIA. Who say mommy way and papa way our akra way. No information ni. NIA systems assume almost why they create ID no at their birth and death record. Now fake record now normal link. Normal sending message a come parents and say oba na won on this date no the birth certificate ID are you ready?
National identification card so are you ready? Nti no enye say that very day no na ye betumi ayama o e process e betumi atake be 1 year
because of the dino the date the name of Accra Ghana for a train at least a week or 2 weeks depending on your month depending on your culture. And now what to dino. So until said the name is established, until me and complete the record no. But in terms of the Accra identification, a link to my main and papa no. So it's our record in India. It's established in the system. In any din in your papa in your many din all is completed. My NIS and I Accra ni. So the request or the filling of birth certificate, that burden reduces considerably. So better because as you are going through antenatal care, say my men wo Ghana card and then easy because at that point my men information we will pull up. Some of them make sure. So it is not far-fetched and yet diasom and yet futuristic. Under the leadership of the president, the modules need here to achieve that objective. And
no better say every
so you can say almost link all the systems by the end of the movie. Some demo system next 2 weeks to see some movie. Now they prepare the foundation to start next quarter. 2022
enti nya da chiasem
kra
ye hwe animu won say questions am bi sa unu nyina na ya na me pebre no because ye bedi akire enti edu ho an ye hu say asem no e kan ye no aye adwuma ye say nyame ya adom a fie besimu se tumi ba say Ghana ni bia ukita national identification card say me ko Ghana ehia say me passport e wu je say me ko renew me metumi di we yakwa eno na sie no ye adwuma enkwala de na ye edu ho a ebedi akire
so vice president so e council so say Ghana Statistical Services on be release 13,000 tablets all the health workers around the country any birth and death registry officers any police 2,000 police centers because police for their work at the point of death because some of the death records police for network so if you on call hospital so we need that information from the police to complete the loop say okay no police and answer hospital for better record this information police for also enya sa information also better record it and the system completes the loop for every birth was recorded from the hospital not their birth and death then every death recorded from police and the hospital now about birth and death record nina my records keeping eye I complete and better.
Yeah, that's it. Ebusia Oro Augustine Blay na edaso ewo fie ha yeguso ne na twetwe nkomo na nche mo questions amowo no me gidi senra unipa kro tie bia wa sembisa ba akumienu nti from near eba wo Facebook and YouTube no so ye bebie nhoma no atum walanya kwati ase bi wan wahu NDC da bia wode ne se wote se bibi koso pe na o maka che political kata enso ye de hi de ne political kata was one baby and so mode afa mampania be de chia asem omode atudwa no ode tudwa no eno na wahu kata no aba dindindindinde omoje omho baby a enye chia chairman kusi emame David Chachimensen's great show and Maria do se bi why mete se mampania be de achie ka se ye betumi ayusu yen card no e de atukwan eye nokre menyi ni se ne udi tukwan ye se we Ghana ni na wo ba Ghana enti misrew emfa nkita nko US enga emfa nkita nko US fo no so ma omo nkohwan wo ye Ghana ni na wo free US ba Ghana ana say country bi a free mu ba na ye Ghana ni na wo national identification card ni bi eno ne ye ka nya no yes ye we na kwa broche dia na se nka Ghana abo nka de be chi no bi ani a uja ke delali so message abedru was a fantastic show me da say na we so de ye ode abanana kwabna nhua mabode no so samebo ache say in fact ye na nyam kopa se pa say Ghana mampani abedi achire oye in charge of Ghana ye sikasem ene emu entotoye enra pa wo kasa ye na mehu se adwen eda nipa tirim ene wode na masasi so wahu NDC fo bo ntokuro nyina no yese enema ni bi ohono mo a eya na abiri wani so eti wonhu so no watu agumu saa enti munya won no nkeka bi na chia Fred Opari ansa the next GS General Secretary sa former MP yo McDaniels kwesi nyame edie osie bi wai ma menna Mr. Blias papa wo hu etoda na yeti nsem ni bi say na explanations no ba say ya na yati ase because ye ka sesa digitalization agenda no a nye nyina na ye kan ya na chesa abetue tim etinyankopon enka ne ho papa na nita former boss no so de ka chen say ya chen dada propaganda na wode ba ye Otulate Emmanuel was say ka che Mr. Blaze Western North ye very proud of him ye niaje na dwuma o ye ho papa yankopon onhwa no na Emmanuel Adoboaten say the best managers ya chese Ghana betumi enya na omanyi MPP amanyoko no wahu enema nyina ekoso kama me New York na mewo kwasi ususie bi wai kwasi usu na ewo Sydney no kema Emmanuel ayehuso de yode aba o say digital men no na omaba no omunchire mu with brains na omaka ma Ghana for etumi atiase o say issue at that time wa digitization Ghana for so aye krado say wo beti ahwese ne enema siko adobafo de yode aba o say good program for national minim say national development Kofi also de no aba abedru ana Junior Sabre o say mutimi Junior wa udidin eda from beba ne ode ba ye minim we dey o say from mutu say almost was similar platform omode order wo be ya advert wo hu nyabotre na ade nkura ade ba ye nke wo form anka mebo na we dey Richard Yabo aso de yode aba o se bi wai ona odi Italy de ba ye no Italy for no ne se de mo ho adwom Raul Francisca se bi wai France na mewo ma menchia mo Ghana fo yina Yankopon ka mo ho Jerry Delali so ede o se great job na metesa wo kasa medasi Jerry me USA no se otie efri na USA no asade achim asaba no eja se wo ashama in New York nyina wo honti nyenwanwa abusiama mimi ehuma no ntum mempese ebetwa yafrefo no eja 0302216561 0302216561 ana 0302216562 betumi afre na wasembisa bi a woni wadwenkyere wo de aba na na fiafrema wo se NDC asam na mo ka na nwumre omude bibia ni ho omugye tumu hwe ade no de enkoma JDM de a enye ma won wate entima mo ha mo ho enkasa bebre ense bre na na ya wampadu so ede o say digitization na ye the way forward and na wiase no bibia ni ho no mo betumi ama o man bia koso o mama Kwame Eric so de ye ode aba o mama say ansana oba bia bewo eja ene enano jese unim obani edin dada mijiri sabreche system no na o ka no eno de so kwobo ana kita akura ni din o ti sa afi na be ma da ho dwene ho a o be ko ni ama na sagrago hello wanti me nyina so hello
nyame asumejwe enkamo anyibiwe papa enkanso
Nana Mohammed mienti o
mame Mamentia papaya wabohanye be. Adwuma de oni ma na oni mu. Enye twe krampono. Na me ana meda anajo. Me lati sai. Me to me lad be no wo me phone so. If you best try. Dia ye di no. E di ba abamagana. Ye best be dia so mo di baba na ayo mo fa kwa parliament. No mo fe NDC fo no. Ye ne bi tam bia ye di kwa parliament. Ye so mo na say ye jitum na say yes na abobo man na. Ye person bi baba be gina chi. Na ye kagum no no so ka fe no. O juro kra won tia se. What you do by around 1 o'clock and a job. Let's say we prepare star. What you need to be at the good or meet them are you see. Yes, from Pono. Oh no, so at the same. Mano me that maybe.
Meso meda wase enu minyan try me try no. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Madam Pacho. Dini baby free.
Oh, me Pacho me kasa fi kofodia e fe me Mavic.
Yo, Mavic kofodia for ho ya mi enti wan.
Yo, me Pacho na ni bisa se national ID no. 15 years to 14 years no da be na ye be ye omodi ama o.
Me Pacho mpanimfo no ba ha na anu ana omo ka se omo be wie mpanimfo no de no omo wie ombe konkwala so de so registration om so ombe sha se enche ni nyina announcement ne ba e be mama so ate wai
Me Pacho yo me da tinya ni shira
so hello
do I
Ejam Pacho di ni ba bia free
yeah from Dr. Newman free taba committee
yo doc me enti o
me da se mi si ante na why committee second vice president and I'm Mr. Kolisniama, so yeah, the Peter and this. Every about you say the idea bar, Ghana say, I am say, young fancy into the TBF Africa, and I add the my table jatumo. So, Bakaya, former vice president, or the Bibayane parents say, keep the city clean. Secretary Zaz, I do sooner, Kamadi Sangana, Gana Kay, it is a big Bafufa, Jeremiah. It is the night to see one yes, no. That Cadena, that boy, I don't know if we are in a point to the idea of Mogana say no. Kay was state police at that boy. Say state police war one. Oba, say that, or money see a pa. Oh, bet yet or money pass on do the account. Can the boy ask and send ya? Yet we pass ya, not say yet to fear home. A yakana, ye cafe, and because I am inside. I'll come on me if you decide to buy into no say you both. Yes, part yeah, papa be any woman MYA. Where is affordable house to your top of Kabagana Gay?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's Minia. Hello.
Yeah. Madam. I don't want to make a chapter of Ancoveria. Mention of a Jaquani. But for my minister and a Johnson from Poncodia, a channel. And now, me, Benjamin Bushao. Now, I'm Colana Diano, a year birth certificate, you know, one baby scanner. I didn't even say it's free. May I certificate Yamano? One more baby who scanner. Everyone who tell us the number now. One mobile my number no. Oh, Frana Buruni being a casa with machine. The senior meeting woman casa.
National identification for no Bruni ne casa.
Bruni being a casa machine with the medium a jump. I not to baby cura. And
si Brafono no anchi anasa o ha ne saying.
Brafono Kuran can't jam some memorable. Press 1, press 2. Me job to baby.
Nah. Brafonana won't you be na. Miniano Brafonana anti. Press 1 no. So press 1 ya no achire wo. Ebi akoha. Na say the wo kwa no na the press 1 wo sem de atoso. Brafonana anti. Me da say bye. Bayro ere pa ina kan se bedwo if say ade we ye bay sa bayre. Hello,
good evening everyone.
Ejam Pacho udini baby afefe
e Pacho tinkwani atimakobo
yo tinkwan achimfo ho ya atosoma yen
yo everyone we dey go to for mamenchian the road minister honorable Kwesema Kwata na mo papa na ne wo na baso na nyakopo nhyira na dan kwakufa Dr. Mood Baumia nyakopo nhyira mo enfie na mede papa o mo dia kwaku je shega na fo as I say NDC MPP ye hwe se sam nkofo mienu baako de on the astro oba krono baako so ba so on hye papa and share the boy etie Ghana kan keke no kro man tinya nya man tie be share Ghana de mamu ma maybe o Ghana ko kudro eh ye wo be the crazy me nya pata me number drones e no ba na be to ho enye keke omuda so me ye den fa ba fa ne obele kwata na se be dey be some omuni share papa na Ghana penyi na dan kwa kufa no ba me entu because same share papa go for dey be go come le ekoso akwan just share omo ye minia and now people the men and sana me the one about papa na me send them left me bomb papa ek me everywhere check me ko me say time esa sika edukwa na mi kokora said man to no make na kunya na azet mama anajo no anso anajo na me enjoy life you are trendy MPP there and so yan 22 on the create loot
festival hello Abdul Karim Khalifa Sankara de yode aba osebi wai kache Mr Blaze se hwi ametwafo ene wa me yani age papa yametwa na afri sa
na me fio
aha unim sane ya mokai no epaye de Oko ya kwa lubo na tie sane ya pai ma obefro ka no meti for say gia me transfer mo hotel mo mi to do man ti je so ko no akope hello
yo mati
hello
mbasho odini ba bia frefre
mini aba ya frame Alaji Gadu from Okankwe Central onabo ya patigua ma persuasion
yo Alaji mi entie o
ohima mayema mumbo ene agima papa Adom FM moyema o my Ghana nyakupo se mo bebre na mentia Justice Kodia babi obia oneme mame Sister Joanna second vice o origi mechiomo na unim Ghana for say yon sorry because NDC ni MPP walmuna omubu omanu exchange ma omunwa no but yanku NDC for amamu ena yanku MPP for there one will say sema His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Okabia na NDC say omu pete Ghana for beji omwadi na omuti ntro ene fine obia obeka no klabia wanku say adia His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia kanu aya no klabdo enti best
oh want to me and hello Ajampacho odini ba bia frefre
Pacho, you probably Mr. Nobody. Me free kroboduma se.
Yo, Mr. Nobody me ntio.
Yo, me da se. Ka wo hwe Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Via odia, the whole Africa ya jinetum eji se. Oti ufie first no, oti me ko sell lie wo bank. Na nye ize ansana wakodi usika. Se oti ufie kra, u press phone so pa Boana the Calaba force or what for ye. When ye are by papa or Jenny Ghana for home, and ya Bendia or Baya the canon say or Jikrana, not the called Dubai.
Hello.
Yeah, Eddie.
Ajampacho odini ba bia frefre.
Pacho and the country law image on.
Hey. Pasho man so kakrama me why.
Me Pacho me your friend John, who is your friend disciple.
Oh, disciple me ntio.
Yo, me da was. Say at the party the babia amount for the senior agila say enye. But a sisu pe among kasa na be dide. Say Ghana class. You see, you betcha NDC for your demonstrations. Oh, Krumha. But on one of the Saka say, Ghana Cup. Baby, why? With me down, I just soon, let us say, treat after. Let me sorry for me, feel Mammy Boboa, Lasagna Power. They are becoming, yes, the car. NDC for dear. Oh, say, NDC, no. You see, nation destroyers.
Yeah. Hello.
Dr. Baumi.
Hey, won't call here. Hello.
2020.
Hello. Where we? Hello. Abusha, ya dia frefo no ebesia. Ma memfa we ntwato na yemfansi. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Madam Pacho. Dini baby afrefe.
Pastor Femina na mama ka free down so much.
Yo, na mama enti o.
Pacho concerning where your friend is saying digital addresses no for a compound. Sometimes we bring at 3 digital addresses. But then the thing is so big about fear and if you are ordering something, you don't use the digital address for Ufiechi. And I say the middle of the compound. It is, sorry to say, common sense. Obey you through digital address, our gate, that would give you the right where you say it'll be bar. Obey you so fear gate me. You don't stand at the middle of the compound and now backyard. Now where you swam will be all about see. Thank you very much.
Mesomeda say ote yina sepa minim say oye adwuma ewo mu because enchemu we no ehia na say from near all kano ugina ufie na chie woni obenya ugina ufie no animu e woni obenya ansa na ugina kwana no so e woni obenya misable sa na tie
sa na tie but
sa na moye no
sa na ye no as first stage but second stage ye no say on one generating address from Ifinanim for 7.5 million properties. Our modis address now Ifinanim address no mod bought Ifibianim. And the balance all this address and double when him MOB we both Ifinanim pay. So if any so generative beam because who him address no that year. So all site America say sanity. America on address no 9237 Wainwright Lane, Waldorf example no. On the man address no to Google Map more and they were exactly in front of your house. And it's second phase of digital address no. Or when I say yeah do.
Munya da jina muncheche muma omanfo entiase because nipa ehu ne se o wugina fa kwant minya miensa utiminya nan na enchemu bi wo hono mo a wo se e ma dodo na etie Dusty NS wo se chiamia wonim kasa wo se na wasumu a ebi wai enwumre mu ankasa mache utwirotwi o ayade papa ayade otima twirotwi na kama o se enwumre mu ankasa mate ne beboa ene ne emwa fosu blansen so de yode aba o se good job na Basho o de doctor ka ho
Debbie
ayo bi ama doctor wo ha Dr. Augustine Blay o se o chia no honorable Benajedu JB Blay onso DC or Wobia West or say enchia sonko ena enko emano wisdom mensa or say mehwemu free konongo yankopon enka mo nka so ho Jacob dan so de ye ode aba wo say enka menya anka enkwala nketwa so no nyamma won social security numbers ana eno no enye easy ana
eno ani digital address eno ani Ghana card ID number no ndi wo na se connect here na the number that amount
na so okita obi bi afri nkwala bre
exactly
entimi change biem
entimi sisan biem
nana bo ache de ya ode aba onde aba so bode na ode bre MPP for na afia free maso se oba Italy so a saa na etie minima de credit saa ewo Italy sene nana afia chemu no nana afia de ya ode free Italy for ne de messages aba ne chese Italy for no omo ho adwo omo kakra omo ho adwo omo pa Prince Kumsen so say a good job na nana wusu OPD sunyane o se da bia Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia be kasa na ya na say awoso bi yesi wo NDC amanyoko num na piaga so de o se ebi wa nana ene Bawumia adwuma esese wo ye na waboa aye no ne aka ne se MPP communication team no betumi aton ama Ghana for ahu adwuma aban na ye bia West Jataba de o se mehwem free sahwide bi so ena Richard Esiama Italy ena ono ode ne de no efiri Musa Hamid so ede osemehwe mu fi Kofodua ena Kofi Animirenchi sahwide sofo no ebi eno no enti ne sahwifo no o mata o mode hye achi papa ye ko misable asemu a etwato ne enura mokoye ye ni nyina no megidi se yayiyi mu bi ne Ghana fo pese wote mo ama macheche mu ebi ye sorry wasem etwato
ye etwato ni se obi a oni Ghana card bia no onye den onkonya ne card the echoes is saying say obi a linking the phone SIM card no to the Ghana card number and if incomplete loop no ye hwe say ye nhihye bibre o honma nanado danko akufuado ahye ye ba be ye nti he obi empire nkwa ene ahwenden ene hia nti mumbo empire ema president His Excellency Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo and His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia momutiminye saini swadi hu na nyame edi ama omo efa omai Ghana ho nyame hira mu nyina
onsha so ebusia secretary to the vice president Owura Augustine Blay ena ene omabeboa ye ne wo ba so no na boafo so eka ne ho ena omo eba ye da mu nyina ase ewo enchiemu ana ye to nsa fremo mode abre kwabna benchi ose omo ma me forms bia mayira no misro me pese mi hu se de forms a okay ukoye registration national identification no ma form na ida omba ha mbisa omo me se okoba bi kro na ukoye registration no ubo udin a omo so ombetumi aboa wo we enye ha ukra ye se ubo udin a ombetumi aboa wo ayi ama wo enya de wo se wo ha ho me se mo abrochefo no so amu bisa da ben na yensa bekan de no omo so omu wie de na esremo ye ne yo Ghana mu yenwie de no omo so omu wie a ombeba ho omo won hyehyeye omo de ebeba ho no mo na mo so registration no mwatumi anya bi yade mo asi ane pakwasi ene no nsiabo ene akuma ama mazimbi aduru ha nti ne odo ahoma so no hyehye wode ba ubetie no wate nsem obebo ni minimu meda ene duku no so wate so kakra eti ne mama zimbi eba betena adwam na odo ahoma so ode aba mama na mi producers ase listo wo kwadwofodwo abedna gu asante ase edukwam kulenu Frank Milovan ena obaba ko a odantamu we ye frɛ no woba odamba kope Aisha Ibrahim opeda ye wo no a wode akua enti ene ye na woda Aisha Ibrahim eso etechire James Tanjeko ena de atumu live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter baby on de eto honomo ane Owura Augustine Blay so esi adwameso medin akua boachewa yiadom abusha frami ABY mejo so madam asema monitia monyimfo na yemfa ensi ha ya seda no so ebi koma DBS roofing sheet chance papa ene wodwa so ne aka no Franco Trading Enterprise ane air conditions no wode aba ena Black Friday no so no ya promotion no air conditions no eka ho ya wokwa betumi ayiyibie ne alomo bitesetechire Guinness Ghana Limited ebochidom ena oboa mietumi adidwumadie ebremo mano ato